Hi, I'm David Zuckerman, your Lieutenant Governor. Here's a little bit about me. I came to Vermont to go to University of Vermont and fell in love. I fell in love with a state where people cared for each other, regardless of labels, whether they be political, or race, or gender, or anything else. We saw each other as humans. And over time, I've seen that be so beneficial to Vermont, day in and day out. Whether it was during COVID, when we cared for each other, and we provided food to folks who were homebound, and folks came together with mutual aid groups, to the floods and the disasters when people pitched in for each other. It's like the old adage of helping someone off the side of the road in the ditch in the wintertime. That's the Vermont that I love. Too sadly, in politics across the country and even creeping into Vermont, people are pointing the fingers at other folks to say they're the problem. We need to stop being so divisive as is happening across the country. And I want to see us work together to tackle our affordable housing crisis, our property tax challenges for working class people, the climate crisis that is flooding us now year in and year out, sadly, where it's devastating people's homes, businesses, and ways of life. We in Vermont have an incredible spirit to help each other out. And I have a vision, and I have been working towards that vision for years, where we respect each other, whether it was marriage equality or raising the minimum wage so that working people get a fair wage for their work. These are the kinds of things that make it so that everybody has a shot and everybody can be with who they want to be with, and folks have an opportunity. And the question is, where are we going next? Can we tackle the property tax issue by saying, hey, if you can afford a second home, maybe you can afford to make sure that taxes are paid into our school systems so that everyday people aren't struggling to have to choose between supporting the future for their kids and the challenge of putting food on their own table because their taxes are too high. We need to look at the fact that in our property tax system, wealthier Vermonters pay a lower percentage of their income towards property taxes than working class people. And second homeowners can afford to pay more so that folks can have a first home. Vermont is the second highest rate of second home ownership in the country. They say we need 10,000 more residences in the state. We have 58,000 second homes. Some of those are now also Airbnbs owned by hedge fund companies that used to be long-term rentals for everyday Vermonters. The costs are too high, and the question is, what can we do together to make sure that everyday Vermonters who are working at the gas station, who are the janitors, who are the folks working everyday jobs at 18 and 20 and 22 bucks an hour, can afford to live here and can afford to be with their family for some time and not have to work 60 hours a week. These are the critical issues of our time. Please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you.